you notice, there's room now to manipulate inside the mid-range.
Oh! Sorry, Hubie.
No, let me tell you.
5 seconds. Antetokounmpo's got to take a shot. 2 seconds. Step back jumper. Got it! Giannis Antetokounmpo! At the buzzer! Bam!
Everyone thought they knew the truth about Giannis Antetokounmpo, a raw talent from Greece who could barely score 7 points a game. The NBA world labeled him as just another athletic project.
Why? Utah's missing these shots. They're making them uncomfortable. There you go.
Here's your mid-range. Money.
4 straight times against the Raptors.
Oh, my Giannis!
Oh, I love it. I love it.
No, I think he likes me less. So.
What a find, Giannis to Lopez with his seeing eye goggles on.
Something happened that changed everything. Because this raw talent didn't just improve, he became something the NBA has never seen before. And today, I'll show you exactly how. Most people see Giannis as just a physical freak of nature. A 6'11" giant who can cover the entire court in just 3 steps, jump from the free throw line, and dunk over anyone in his path.
Giannis from Brandon. Giannis Antetokounmpo has 44.
But let's rewind to 2013. When Giannis first stepped onto an NBA court, he was basically a blank canvas. Check this out. His rookie numbers tell a story that might shock you. Just 6.8 points per game. That's bench warmer numbers. Shooting an ugly 41% from the field. And barely collecting 1.9 assists. Not exactly screaming future superstar.
Taken away by Adrian. Milwaukee is running back. How about that play?
A bad team in Milwaukee hope in that first quarter. So now they figured out, hey, we can beat this team.
While everyone was busy either doubting him or just focusing on his freakish athleticism, Giannis was quietly building something that nobody saw coming. See, what most people missed was the countless hours in empty gyms, the endless repetitions, the relentless pursuit of perfection. Fast forward to 2024, and we're not just watching a guy who runs and dunks anymore. We're witnessing something that's literally breaking NBA statistics. 31.7 points per game on an absurd 60.2% shooting. Hitting 47.5% of his mid-range jumpers. Remember when they said he couldn't shoot? And get this, 77% finishing at the rim. That's better than most centers who only dunk.
Giannis. Right through, yeah, count it.
But here's what makes this story truly unbelievable. The numbers you just saw? They're just the tip of the iceberg. Now here's where things get interesting. Everyone talks about the physical transformation, but what happened in between these moments tells the real story. Back in 2013, defenders would literally laugh at Giannis's jump shot. Watch this. Teams would back up so far, they were practically in the parking lot. You know why? Because shooting 41% from the field as a rookie? That's not just bad. That's historically rough. But here's where it gets crazy. By 2024, this man is hitting 47.5% of his mid-range jumpers. Let that sink in. That's better than some guards who do nothing but shoot.
Here's Giannis who can hit that shot as well, and he does. Another mid-ranger.
Teams literally had to rewrite their entire defensive playbooks. Watch what happens. Back up, he hits the jumper. Press up, he's by you in a flash. Send help, he finds the open man every single time. What you're watching isn't just athletic dominance. It's a basketball genius in real time. Let me show you something that shocked even the greatest basketball minds in history. We're talking about a player who's combining Shaq's interior dominance, 60.2% shooting, Magic's playmaking, 6.1 assists, and Hakeem's defensive impact is all in one package. The numbers are mind-blowing, sure, but they don't even tell the whole story. Because what Giannis did next changed everything we thought we knew about player development. But here's where this story becomes truly mind-blowing. NBA teams don't just game plan for Giannis, they build their entire defensive systems around stopping him. You've seen the infamous Giannis wall, 3, sometimes 4 defenders, stacked between him and the basket.
Woods hits the last 3. This is that time. Giannis on the push. Up against Vanderbilt. How is that good? Gracious Giannis.
It's basketball's equivalent of building a fortress. But watch closely what happens now. Step 1. Read the defense. Step 2. Attack the gap. Step 3. Make the perfect read. The result? A historic 119.2 offensive rating when he's on the court. That's championship-level offense every single night. But here's what makes this truly special. His teammates become different players entirely when he's on the court. 38.8% from 3 with him. Only 34.2% without him. That's the difference between a playoff team and a lottery team. Here's what makes this truly revolutionary. In the same game, you'll see Giannis lock down quick guards on the perimeter, protect the rim like a 7-footer, and then sprint out in transition like a guard. The numbers are staggering. Opponents shoot 8% worse when he's nearby, 1.5 blocks per game, 1.2 steals as a power forward. That's not just good. That's Defensive Player of the Year level impact. Start watching here. Block on one end, sprint the floor, Euro step through traffic, finish through contact, all in one possession. We've seen dominant scorers before. We've seen elite defenders. But to do both at this level, from 2013 to 2024, what you're watching isn't just improvement. It's a complete reinvention of what we thought was possible on a basketball court. Now here's where this story transcends basketball. Wilt's dominance in the 60s, Kareem's skyhook in the 70s, Hakeem's footwork in the 90s, Shaq's power in the 2000s. For 50 years, we thought we knew what dominance looked like. What Giannis has done is completely rewrite the blueprint. Watch this carefully. Shaq's power? Giannis shoots 77% at the rim. Hakeem's footwork? Look at this footwork sequence. Kareem's consistency? 60.2% from the field. But here's where it gets unprecedented. Let's put this in perspective. The transformation is mind-bending. From 6.8 points to 31.7 points per game. From struggling to shoot to 47.5% on mid-range. From raw talent to MVP-level playmaker. When he steps on the court, the Bucks' offensive rating jumps to 119.2.
Team is getting better and better. Young core.
Giannis on the break to the rim!
That's championship-level impact, every single night. Here's what makes this truly terrifying for the rest of the NBA. His mid-range shooting just jumped to 47.5% this season. His playmaking is at a career-high 6.1 assists. And according to teammates, he's still the first one in the gym. Still working like he's fighting for a roster spot. Still hunting for ways to get better. Remember that raw talent from Greece? He didn't just prove the doubters wrong. He rewrote what we thought was possible in basketball. So the next time someone tells you Giannis is just a physical freak, show them these numbers. Because this isn't just a story about basketball. It's proof that limits only exist until someone decides to shatter them.